Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. Let's get started. It is no secret that construction projects has taken over our area, from ongoing road closures to a building that has graced the South Hill for decades coming down. Spokane's landscape is changing. Our fourth story tonight, a 6-month-long construction project at Thor and Freya. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy spoke with a local business that couldn't be more ready to have traffic moving once again.
Shelby Gransberry is the general manager of Red Wheel Bar and Grill in Spokane.
4 years, I've seen all the other constructions and COVID and yeah, seen it all.
And this year is no different. As a construction project on Thor Street, where the business is located, and Freya Street is still underway. It's something Gransberry says is frustrating for the success of her business.
We definitely see a difference in like nighttime, I would say. It's just harder to navigate it, you know, and the traffic.
Eastbound and westbound I-90 exits were closed at separate times earlier this month, and 4 intersections at 2nd and 3rd Avenue are being reconstructed. The expected completion date for the project is the fall of this year, but Gransberry says, unlike previous years of construction, her business wasn't given a notice.
We didn't get anything this year on kind of a heads up on it, which is unfortunate. It's hard to plan for it, you know, but we just try to see it through.
Seeing it through another unpredictable summer season, as she hopes for a predictable one in the future.
I think we're so used to kind of trying to jump these hurdles during the summer, so I'm ready to just have a normal summer, not have to worry about construction.
In Spokane, Connor McAvoy,
Getting that traffic off of the freeway.
KREM 2 News.
And crews demolished the old Shopco on Spokane South Hill. That building has sat empty since closing in 2019. Within the past couple of months, Home Depot announced it plans to open a new store on that lot. So we spoke with one resident on the South Hill on the building now coming down.
We've been hoping for this to get torn down and turned into something just to keep less than savory characters out of our property or out of our area. And now it's finally being done.
Others in the area tell us they are excited to see the change of scenery and a potential increase in safety because of it, they said. A major construction project is about to start in the Silver Valley. Crews will start work later this week to replace the Cataldo Bridge along I-90. ITD says work will happen over the next 3 summers to fully replace the bridge that spans the Coeur d'Alene River. Crews say drivers can expect temporary and intermittently single-lane reductions as that work begins. And there are several other projects happening across Spokane tonight. For a look at all the construction coverage, just head on over to KREM 2 Plus. It is free to download right now on Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple TV. Well, in less than 24 hours, Hoopfest teams will know exactly who they are facing in the first round of tournament play. Games kick off on Saturday morning for the biggest 3-on-3 tournament in the world. So here's what you need to know about tomorrow's drop. All brackets will be posted online sometime after 8 p.m. With your bracket, you'll also find your team's court location, the time of your first game, and who you will be playing. To make matters even easier, you can download the Hoopfest app. And for the first time in years, Hoopfest weather won't be scorching hot. So let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo for all the details. Jeremy?
Well, Mark, when it comes to our overall weather pattern, today was hot. 88 degrees makes it the second warmest day we've seen so far in 2024. And believe it or not, hanging on to it, 77 degrees here at 10 p.m. tonight. With clear skies, we are expecting those temperatures to drop, but don't worry, we do have a change in the overall weather pattern. It's all about the ridges and troughs in the days to come, and with a ridge moving out and a trough moving in, it's likely we wake up to a little bit of rain over in the Cascades. By the middle of the day, there's a chance, more in that 1 to 2 o'clock hour, that we could see a little something here in Spokane and eastern Washington. All of that moves up north by tomorrow evening, and it's just a few clouds. Thursday winds up bringing us more chances of rain, and I think a better shot at getting some more widespread moisture. Neither day is a total wash, but we do wind up cooling down quite a bit. Tomorrow, we top out in the low 80s instead of upper 80s. 71 on Thursday with breezy conditions and a few more showers, but don't worry, by Friday, we're back in the upper 70s under sunny skies.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. We'll check back in with you later in the show. And new tonight, Northball Bullying Alley on Cinto is cleaning up the side of their building after a nearby trash can caught on fire and spread. They posted this video on their Facebook page within the last hour. According to that post, the building was evacuated and no one was hurt in the fire. It appears to only have burned the siding, they said. The full extent of the damage is not known tonight. And now to our night beat with a quick look at today's top stories. A woman who police say shot her own father this morning appeared in court for the first time. Newly filed court documents show 31-year-old Alyssa Bradburn called 911 at around 1 this morning saying that she had shot and killed her father, Timothy. Investigators say she shot him after he returned to their home on North Cochrane Street after a stay in Hawaii. Bradburn reportedly told police that she'd planned the murder for weeks and started writing about it in a journal days ago.
Ms. Bradburn indicated that she had been planning this for quite some time and she had taken affirmative steps in order to carry this homicide out.
Court records detail why Bradburn said she did it, telling investigators that her father beat her and their dogs. Investigators say that she said that she was okay going to jail as a result. Bradburn is now being held on $1 million bond. After more than 4 days, the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office arrested the second teen who escaped the county juvenile detention center. One of them was caught on Friday night. The second one, 15-year-old Caden Shrebus, right here earlier this afternoon. Kootenai County Sheriff's detectives arrested Shrebus without incident after finding him at a home in Post Falls. He was booked back into the juvenile detention center. And earlier today, the Spokane County Board of Commissioners approved a plan to help monitor PFAS levels in the water in the West Plains. The agreement between the county and the Air Force includes 16 monitoring wells along roads in the area. So the Air Force has already been monitoring those wells. They'll now continue to do so alongside the county. And that was your night beat. To learn more about any of these stories, just head to our website. That's KREM.com. Well, a Portland woman says a hospital security guard used excessive force at a security checkpoint. Now Legacy Health is investigating what it calls a troubling incident. This video shows part of that incident, showing a security guard wrestling Desiree Turner to the floor at Randall Children's Hospital. Turner says the guard wanted to take her bag and check it, but she asked to empty the bag herself. Then Turner's 3-year-old daughter started running down the hallway.
I went to go get her. I said, I'm just going to get my baby. Get out of my way.
And the security guard took that as her maybe trying to resist and get away.
Portland police showed up and investigated. They did not arrest Turner. She was, though, kicked out of the hospital. And take a look at this. New video shows a Tesla slamming into a restaurant's patio in Western Washington. It happened yesterday at the Westside Tavern on Harrison Avenue. That tavern shared on social media. There was one customer on the patio at the time of the crash, with that car just missing them. You can see the patio was destroyed. No word yet on what led up to that crash or the condition of the driver. Police say it appears the driver was in control at the time and that the Tesla was not in self-driving mode. And some breaking news overseas tonight. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange pleaded guilty to obtaining and publishing military secrets. The deal with the Justice Department prosecutors ends a long legal saga and allows Assange to return to Australia without any time in an American prison. The judge sentenced him to the 5 years he's already spent behind bars in the UK. He was holed up for 7 years before that in the Ecuadorian embassy in London. After news of his release broke, Assange's wife spoke out saying his children have missed him.
All their interactions with Julian have been in a single visitor's room inside Belmarsh prison. It's always been for a little more than an hour at a time.
Well, there has not been a lot of political reaction out of the U.S. yet, but former Vice President Mike Pence said Julian Assange has endangered the lives of our troops at a time of war and should have been prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, calling the Biden administration's deal a miscarriage of justice. Meantime, a desperate search underway tonight for 29 missing people after raging wildfires swept through southern New Mexico last week. The flames destroyed more than 1,400 buildings and homes. Fire officials have dubbed it the South Fork Fire. Tonight, they say it is more than 50% contained and that more than 1,000 firefighters and personnel are working to put out hotspots.
We don't have to live like this, and I lay out a series of strategies in this advisory that can help us reduce the profound toll of gun violence and help recognize that this is an issue that's infiltrated the psyche of America.
U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy announcing a new public health advisory. The leading cause of death in the U.S. among those 19 and younger is not medical, but man-made. Studies show unintentional deaths from guns happen in a child's own home more than half the time. The new advisory calls for solutions that include a ban on assault weapons and community involvement. And that was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.